Yo and hello. I got a box from Right Stuff again. What I've been doing recently, like I said before, is I am getting more volumes of a particular series every time. So this time I went with a few volumes of Berserk because I already had the first volume a while ago, and then Mira died like right after I got that first volume, made that manga haul, whenever that was. It was a little bit harder to get the volumes directly after that happened, but now it looks like most of the stuff, except maybe for the brand new volumes, are all in stock, so it's really easy to get a hold of. And so I got a few volumes here. I got volume 2, which I already read to completion. So the whole story, pretty much about the count in that one town. Pretty much like the first bigger storyline so far is happening, and the story just kind of continues. Like it just seamlessly goes into the next point, which is the Guardians of Desire. It's like 5 chapters. It's pretty much this whole. It was some stuff at the end of the first volume, this whole volume, and I think part of volume 3. Just that little storyline. I finished that. So like we just got one little blip of Gus's backstory. There's a speech here at some point. Puck was telling the Count something. Everything that Puck was saying to the Count also applied to Guts. So it seems like to me a lot of Guts's enemies got stuff going on with them that Guts has. So his worst enemy is kind of like himself all over again. I do like the artwork on the volumes, and that's part of the reason why I went with the soft covers. And also, they're not as expensive as the really cool looking Dark Horse hardcovers, the black books. Really cool. So I just started volume 3. I'm just a little ways into it. In fact, I might be about halfway through here already. The volume 4 here I have is still in the plastic. I haven't read it yet. And we see a younger Guts here on the cover, and there was a little bit of a flashback I saw of that already, with young Guts and Griffith fighting together in a war. So I don't know anything else about their backstory, but they did meet in volume 2 or 3 here. 3, actually, it was in volume 3 that they meet. After everything, pretty much everything in the Count, that whole storyline with the Count leads up to what Guts and Griffith meeting again. But it's pretty obvious that they have some kind of backstory going on. So volume 4, and I also have volume 5. So I'll read up the volume 5, which it's a little faster than reading I thought, so I'll have to pick up some more books ASAP, because I know I'll blow through 3, 4, and 5 pretty quickly if I actually, sit down and read them. So that's pretty exciting. And to keep moving on, I needed to get caught up with Yankees. I accidentally skipped this volume on accident, so I got to catch up with volume 4 and then read what I showed earlier. But Yankees is pretty good. It seems like it's good enough. It's nothing crazy. I do like it though a lot, but it's pretty funny. Maybe if they can ramp up the drama just a little bit and make it raise the stakes a bit more, because it's just kind of like the cats are fighting and they kind of have their beefs with each other and stuff like that. But overall, it's pretty interesting. Next, volume 2 of the Omnibus for Nigima. I'm going to catch up reading this. I think I mentioned this before, that Nigima is a series that I borrowed, and I had pretty much volume 1 through 30, and I was able to read all those volumes back to back without having to wait a few weeks at a time. It took me a long time to read. These are dense reads. There's Kanakamatsu just packs in a lot of dialogue, even though he's pretty much tailored this series to be an action series, action shonen. But there's still a lot of dialogue, a lot of world building, a lot of crazy stuff going on. So it takes a long time to get through those 30 volumes that I had before, and then I think the whole series goes to volume 38, which I'm going to get the individual volumes for because I already have a bunch of them. But I'm going to continue collecting the series in the omnibuses to make it easier to catch up so it doesn't take so long. And a pretty important one in the box is volume 14 of Platinum End. This is the final volume. So it's the final volume of Platinum End. I've already started reading it just a little bit. So when I finish it, that's another series that goes in the finished pile. So that's pretty cool. I hope that this team makes something else in the future, because it'd be nice to see what they do. I don't think Platinum End is their strongest series by a long shot. I think it's a little melodramatic, and the characters are debating to themselves quite literally about the themes and topics that the story should be about, but they're just like having like Facebook arguments against each other all the time about what they think about certain topics. So I think it's kind of weak thematically because the characters are just like a story like with the topics of suicide. Should be something more like like Berserk, where it dives into the depths of the characters' minds and emotions, and it's about a dude fighting demons, but really they're like his inner demons, and that's how you tell a story. And this story has like an anime contest who's get to be God, but on the sidelines everyone's debating stuff about suicide when they should just be, you know, fighting for those values instead of talking about them. So I don't know. There's an anime for Platinum End. I'm gonna probably try and watch that because my buddy who watches it, he said it was really good, and he was trying to explain to the rest of us like what Death Note was or what Platinum End was. But I've been reading the manga since it came out. I think the anime could fix a few things, so we'll see. And then Kanakamatsu's current series, UQ Holder, Volume 9. This is another one where I had to get Volume 9 because I actually got Volume 10. I keep making mistakes like that all the time. I think the volume before this is the one I need to read next. I like collecting books. I'm pretty slow at actually reading my manga, but Volume 9 UQ Holder is coming up. And another volume I've already read is actually I think I read Volume 5 just now to catch up, so now I can read Volume 6 of Mobile Suit Gundam Thunderbolt. So I read Volume 5 earlier today. I'm really excited. The story just maintains how good it is continuously. So it's very good. And at the end of Volume 5, I really liked the little side story they gave about the kid in the desert who scavenges with his team of scavengers and stuff like that. So those guys were pretty cool. I hope we get more chapters with that kid in it. So more Sean the Desert Rat would be really awesome. And then the final thing in here is I got the Steelbox DVD, Steelbox Blu-ray of Satoshi Kon's work, Millennium Actress. So I have another Satoshi Kon movie right here. I got Paprika. This movie was a fever dream. I probably need to rewatch it because I don't really remember the details of the story, but I remember it was about her, I think it was her having these dreams, and that was really interesting. And Millennium Actress seems really interesting too. Pretty much all Satoshi Kon stuff seems really cool. So I'm gonna catch up with everything he ever made. So this is probably gonna go right on the shelf, and I'm gonna go watch it very soon. Yeah, I got 5 volumes of Berserk. I got a few more manga and a Blu-ray. Got some stuff. See if I can all hold it up. You know, review bra style. See if I can get it. Make my thumbnail here. But I'll probably do something, you know, for that. So this time I picked up a whole lot of Berserk. What series should I catch up on that I've already been reading? Should I be really moving along with Golden Cameo because that's I just keep I see how long that series is, and I've just scratched the surface so far. Stuff like that. Are there any other series I should pick up? You know, dive into volumes 1 through X. You know, 5, 6. You know, how far let me know what stories there are out there that I probably should pick up immediately. And maybe recommend me a film too. I know there's a lot of anime films on you know, Netflix and stuff, and I've watched a couple, but some of them are hit and miss. Some of them are really good. Some of them are more kind of just drama based. Some kind of, you know, like I think I watched The Sound Voice with my girlfriend, and that was pretty good. And then I watched this other one, I forget what it was called, but it was these like ocean kids or something. And like these kids that lived in this aquarium, and then that whole back half of the movie was like some psychedelic nonsense I couldn't quite figure out. So maybe I was just a little not quite intelligent enough for that movie, but it was really hard to figure out what that movie was trying to be about. Yeah, just let me know. I replied to all the comments, so just hit me up there. So yeah, see you guys later. Bye.